Hello and welcome to your practice today. This class is called Hot Shot, and we're going to be using the breath and some movement to build a little bit of heat in the body. So, whether you're just looking for something to warm yourself up, or perhaps you've got a short amount of time to practice today, this is a great class for activating body and mind. So, we're going to come to a comfortable seat. I'm sitting on a block. I've got my heels tucked behind me. Now, this is preferable to a seated meditation pose because of the pranayama practice that we're going to begin with. But if you would rather find an alternate seat, then that's of course okay. Now, one thing just to mention here is this pranayama practice that we're incorporating in this class. It's called Kapalabhati, and it isn't appropriate for pregnant people. So if you are pregnant and you're joining me today, then you can take an alternative breath practice of just breathing in and out through the nose and finding equanimity between the inhalation and the exhalation. You might want to blow your nose if you're joining me for Kapalabhati. We're going to take a couple of breaths just to ground into the space. I'll then demonstrate the pranayama, and then we're going to get straight into the practice. And then following that pranayama, we're going to move through some asana, some physical elements of the class, and then we'll come back to a little bit of Kapalabhati at different points throughout the practice. So join me in the seat that you've chosen and lengthen your spine. Start to soften the shoulders down the back of the body. If it feels safe to do so in your space, then you can close the eyes. Otherwise, just let the gaze soften down the tip of the nose. The back of the neck is long. And feel as you root down through the sitting bones, there's this extension of the spine, drawing up through the crown of the head. And tuning into the breath. I'm going to use the breath as our central heating system. So start to place your awareness on the breath without doing anything to try and manipulate the breath in any way just yet. So this is an activating practice, an energizing practice. Just observe how it is that you feel as you're meeting yourself here on the mat today. And take a deep breath in. And a sigh to release the breath from the body. So our Kapalabhati pranayama, we use a forceful exhalation through the nose, and the inhalation is automatic. So I'll give you an example. And as you can see, we use the lower belly, a gentle contraction of the abdomen to force the breath out through the nose. Now you can place your hands onto your thighs. That's why this kneeling position is really good. You can drop your chin down to your throat. So that's the breath. We're going to take a round to begin with of 20 exhalations. So let's inhale together to prepare. Five, four, three, two, one. Just return to an easeful breath. And just observe. And you might find yourself a little lightheaded, and that's quite normal here. But just be within the kind of parameters of what's comfortable for you today. You don't have to force yourself to continue if you feel uncomfortable. And we're going to take another round, and this time we'll take 30 breaths. We'll then take 3 breaths just in and out. And then we'll take another round of 30 breaths. So join me with an inhale. Five, four, three, two, one. And 3 breaths here. Just observing the breath and the activation of the energy in the body. And then last round here, take an inhale in. Five, four, three, two, one. Good, just take a couple of breaths. And then if you haven't already, find Ujjayi Pranayama, so a gentle narrowing at the back of the throat that brings this warming vibration to the breath, this oceanic sound to the breath. And the breath is our central heating system, so we're warming the breath and letting that warmth travel around the body. Good, and then from your seat, place your hands in front of you. Take anything from underneath you that you don't need right now. Place the palms onto the floor, coming into an all-fours position, tabletop. And then point your toes back behind you. Draw your navel to your spine. Take an inhale and extend the right arm and the left leg. As you exhale, draw the elbow and the knee together underneath the body. Inhaling and exhaling. So that's the pattern of movement and breath. We're going to take 3 more. Good. Really reaching as you stabilize through the hips. Inhale, and then as you exhale, place the right hand down, place the left knee down, but turn the left toes to the left side. We're going to reach the right leg back, peel the right arm skywards, and just take a couple of big circles with that arm. Good. Place the right hand down onto the floor. Place the right knee down, turning to the front. Tops of the feet flat to the floor. Let's inhale. The left hand reaches forward. The right leg reaches back. Exhale, drawing them together underneath the body. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, extend. And exhale, draw in. Push the ground away with that right hand. Nice. Let's go for 1 more. Extending out, and then place the left hand down. As the right knee comes down, turn the toes to the side, push into the right hand. Reach that left arm up, and just take a couple of big circles here with the arm. Good. Place the hand down onto the floor, toes point back. Shift the weight into the feet, so tuck the toes and walk the hands back towards your knees. And then pushing into the toes, we take a little forward fold, have a shake out. Good, and then root down through the feet and slowly roll up the spine. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold all the way back down. We're going to walk the hands forwards, finding a high plank. Take a breath in, push through the heels. Good. Start to tuck the tailbone a little, draw your navel in towards your spine. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale, lower the knees, chin and chest to the floor. Inhale, coming forwards to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. And then place the chest back down onto the ground. Now tuck the toes. You can keep the knees down or push up in one long line to a high plank. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Maybe you pedal through the knees if that feels good for the backs of the legs. Good. How is that breath facilitating the movement? Warming the body. Good, let's inhale, come all the way forwards. You're in your high plank. Exhale, lower your knees, chin and chest to the floor. Inhale, come forwards through Cobra pose. And exhale, lower the chest. Tucking the toes. Hands either side of the ribs, we push all the way up to your high plank. And exhale, downward dog. So we've got one more just like that. Good, let's inhale, come all the way forwards. This time you can choose to place the knees down or lower in one long line. Point the toes back, Cobra pose, Bhujangasana, look down the tip of your nose. Exhale, lower the chest down. Tuck the toes behind you, push into the hands and feet. Take an inhale, come all the way up, high plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good, let's inhale, raise the right leg high. Bring your knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, raise the leg. And then knee comes to the right upper arm. Good. Inhale, raise your leg high. Exhale, take the knee across the body. We're going to hold it here. Push the ground away with the hands. The knee connects to the left upper arm. Take one more breath. And exhale. Inhale, the leg lifts high. Place it down to the floor. We're coming all the way forwards. Exhale, lower to the ground. Cobra pose. This time we stay for a couple of breaths. So draw the elbows back. Extend from underneath the rib cage so the lower back is long. Take a breath in. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Push all the way up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Let's do left side. Inhale, lifting the leg. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, raise the leg high. Knee to left elbow. Good. Inhale, the leg lifts. Taking it across the body, find the right upper arm. And then raise your leg high. Place the foot to the floor. Come all the way forwards and lower the body to the ground. Good. Inhale, Cobra pose. Exhale here. Inhale, find a little more length. Push down through the lower body. Exhale. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, lower down. Then next breath, we push all the way up to high plank. And exhale, down dog. Let's bring the knees to the floor. Walking back. Placing the hands onto the thighs, but keep the toes tucked this time. We're coming back to a round of Kapalabhati. So take a breath in. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Let's come up to downward dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, step the foot between the palms. High lunge, root through the feet to come all the way up. Exhale, bend your elbows, lift your chest. Inhale, extend the arms, extend the leg. Exhale, bend both knees. Good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now you can continue like this or add a little balance. So as you inhale, you can press into the right foot, bring your left knee in, and exhale, step it back. Inhale and exhale. Or you can stay here just extending and bending. We got one more. Now this time, everyone step into that right foot. Bring your left knee into your chest. We're going to hug it in. And then turn the left knee out to the side. Place the outside of your left foot onto your right thigh. We're going to sit the hips back down, coming into this figure 4. Good. Flexing the left foot. Lifting your chest. Breathe. Feel the warmth of the body. Stay connected to your breath. And then inhale, reach the arms up. Bring your knee to your chest. And place the left foot down onto the floor. As you exhale, fold all the way down. Look up and lengthen halfway. Plant the palms, step your right foot, and then your left foot to the back of the mat. We're in our high plank. The left hand comes to the floor, drop to the outside of your left foot, and reach up to a side plank. Good. Option to drop the left knee down. Option to bring the right foot up. You could take the toe and extend the leg if you have the mobility in your hips. Breathe. Make this work for you. Good. Place the right hand down onto the floor. From here, let's lower all the way down. Come through that cobra pose. Point your toes back. Breathe. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower. We tuck the toes. You can use the knees if you choose. Push all the way up to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left leg rises, inhale. Exhale, let's step that foot between the palms. Good, come high up on the ball of the back foot as you raise the arms alongside your ears. And then exhale, take your elbows wide. Inhale, extend the arms, extend the legs. And exhale, bend. Inhale. And exhale. Now option to add that balance, bringing the right knee into your chest. And exhale, stepping back. Good. Whatever you choose is perfect. You don't have to go further. Then the breath is able to stay steady, or to a place where you lose that steadiness of your breath. Good. We'll take one more. And then bring the right knee up into your chest as you step into your left foot. Take it out to the side, and then the outside of the right foot comes onto the left thigh. Bring your hands to your heart. Send your hips back. Figure 4. Breathe. Good. Lengthening the lower back. Take a breath in. Push down through that left foot. Reach up. And then release the right foot to the floor as you exhale, fold all the way down. Now from here, come onto your fingertips, look up halfway, and then catch your big toes with your peace fingers. Bend the knees as much as you need to, and start to shift the weight forward into the front of the feet. Elbows are wide. Breathe. Soften through the back of the neck. So this forward fold is a pacifier. In an activating practice, you can have these moments of counterbalance, counterpose. Good, then inhale, come up onto the fingertips. We're going to step back with the left foot and then the right foot. The right hand comes to the middle of the mat, drop to the outside of the right foot and reach that left arm high. Take whatever variation feels appropriate on this side of the body. Keep a sense of lengthening from the heels to the crown of the head. Take a breath in and exhale. Place that left hand down to the floor. Let's lower the body all the way down. Good. Point your toes back, cobra pose. Look down the tip of your nose. Push down into the tops of the feet. Take another inhale and exhale. This time, press into the palms. Send your hips back. Take a child's pose. Breathe. Feel the breath through the body. And feel the warmth that you've created from the inside out. Now from here, I'm going to invite you to close your practice in whatever way feels most appropriate for you today. So if that's coming onto the back of the body and taking a few moments in Shavasana, then I highly encourage that. If you would like to come onto the heels and close your practice here, that's also an option. You could come to seated meditation pose, but whatever you do, have this moment to mark the practice, to really find a sense of grounding. It's a very activating practice in such a short space of time, so we need to have this moment to just ground ourselves down, find a sense of earthing before we move into the rest of our day. So I'm going to come onto the back of my body. If you're joining me, let the feet rest hip widths apart. Let the arms rest away from the sides of the body. Take a deep breath in and a big sigh. And if you do want to cool the body through the breath, you can always roll your tongue and breathe a few breaths through the rolled tongue. And then just let all of the effort of the breath go. And you can stay here a while. But when you're ready, come back to the breath again. If you're on your back, you could stretch out, making your way very slowly up to seated. And if you're already in your seat, we'll just bring the awareness back to the spine as you root down through the sitting bones. Can you feel that extension through the crown of the head? We'll take 3 deep breaths here, in through the nose. Open the mouth. Inhale. One more, inhale. And bringing the hands to touch at the heart. Take a moment to offer up your practice. Let it pave the way as you step beyond the mat and into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for your practice. If you enjoyed that class and you'd like to find more practices with me, then come and join me on my online studio, The Practice. I've got hundreds of classes for you to choose from on there, and I really hope to see you there very soon.